Habari yenu, karibuni kwenye Malezi Bora. I'm your host Chef.
Na mimi ni Juliet Moremi.
Juliet, kuna kitu nilikuwa nataka kuambia. Unajua nikileba, kuna time nilikuwa in so much pain, nasa akakuja akaniambia ati huyo anajifanya. Anajifanya na nasikia uchungu. Niambie, wewe ulikuwaje?
Okay, for me, kuna time nilibeba nilikuwa nimenunua basin, basin. So juu naenda hosi ku deliver, I'm supposed to carry it. Only to be told by my sis
utapewa hosi.
Nitapewa hosi.
So nitakuwa na share na nyinyi venye nilileba for 12 hours and then na nikaenda kufanywa CS.
And we also have a specialist on set mwenye atatu enlighten on the things to look out for before baby and after the baby.
Na pia kuna dem moja mnoma sana. Dem ni dem wa power. I mean, nani ana deliver before amalize akifanya exam ya KCSE. Atakuwa anatuambia story yake pia.
Karibuni kwenye Malezi Bora. I know kila mom akona a different delivery experience. Wacha tusikie some of these experiences.
Hi, my name is Chepkemei Kili. I have 2 kids.
My name is Grace. I'm a mother of 3. Yeah, and my last born is 6 months now.
Hi, my name is Hilda Karani. I have 2 kids, an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Okay, first and foremost, I would say that being psychologically prepared, that is one thing that would determine whether it is a smooth delivery or you have trouble. So being prepared psychologically and also physically.
My first experience with delivery, it was not a very nice experience because I was a new mother. I had no idea on how to take care of myself and take care of the baby. So I kind of had a postpartum stress, but my second delivery, it was easy. I knew how to manage my wound, and the baby was asleep all through.
Okay, with my first delivery, I was young, I was 23 years old. So I thank God for my mother and my husband because it was very new for me. It was a very new experience for me. So they really helped me out. If I remember well, they were there during the whole period for like the first 1 month. So the period, it was actually easy for me during that time.
The second delivery, I was able to manage my expectation and let the baby just be the baby. Relax and put him to sleep, the right position. And I had a chance to relax more so that I spend more time with my kid.
My third born, I had more experience because I got experience from my first born, my second born. So even my third born, I got the experience from there.
Actually, there is no one who introduced me earlier that it was going to be a difficult experience.
God has given us 9 months, so within those 9 months, I believe that you can be able to prepare well, in terms of maybe able to know the place, the hospital that you'll go to, the mode of delivery. Yeah, so at least, and also your support system. Your support system is very important.
Yenyeo mama huku nje wamepitia. Now let's join Chep over to the panel discussion.
Thank you so much, Juliet, for the Vox Pop. Karibuni kwenye Malezi Bora. I'm your host, Chep, and today tunaongelea about delivery. I mean, moms go through a lot in the process of kuleta life into this world. And today niko na madem watatu. One is not a mom yet, but atakuwa na sasa yeye ndio doc, atakuwa na to take through how you're supposed to go through delivery and not delivery after baby amekuja. Julia, tukoje?
Thank you. Niko poa sana Chep. Na wewe?
Hata mimi niko.
How is Amaya?
Anaya ako poa. Anaya ako poa. Hana story yako tu sawa. We almost turning 1 year.
Wow.
Hey.
That's nice.
Susan, how are you?
Fine, thank
you. Karibu kwenye show.
Thank you, I'm so glad. Yeah.
How old is your baby now?
She'll be turning 3 November.
November.
Yeah.
How has motherhood been for you?
Hey, manze, it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's not easy kabisa. Like for me, I gave birth when I was 17.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just going to sit for my KCSE. And so you can imagine the whole period from April to November, I was expectant. so I didn't get the basics. Like, okay, I used to go for ANC kwa clinic, but I was not that prepared kupata mtoi in November. I was told mtoi atakam in December. So for me, I was just relaxed, nimalize KCSE, then go home nipate mtoi.
Oh, by the time ulikuwa unajua you're expecting a baby, ulikuwa usha register for exams?
Yes, I had already
So
registered.
hakuna venye ungekaa.
Yes, hakuna venye ningekaa home. And then my mom alikubali. So singekosa kwenda shule. So all the time nilikuwa shule until time ya delivery.
Personally, how did you take it? Vile uliambiwa you're expectant, usha register mtihani. How was it?
I was not told by anyone. But ni ile after 1 month you're not having your menses. And then sasa unajua yenyewe hapa there's something which has happened. Yeah, but I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell my mom, my friends. I only told the baby daddy.
So walijuaje? Parents wako walijuaje?
I told my mom after 5 months.
Ama ni ile
5 months.
5
Hakuwa naona
months.
ukitapika, morning sickness, nini?
I was in school. I was in
Boarding. It was wait.
Yes.
Boarding yetu tulikuwa, is it ukiingia ama ukitoka? One of those two. Kuna time ulikuwa unaingia shule mna make queue ya kutestiwa pregnancy
test.
Yeah.
I
ilikuwa
remember.
opening na closing, by the way. Sindio? Yes.
For me, tulifanyiwa that test, but nikacheza kama mimi.
Aje. Na unaepa aje. Unajua sisi tulikuwa tunafuatiliwa hadi ukikuwa like washroom ni hapo, kuna nurse hapo, kuna like hakuna, lazima tu ni wewe na uende na utoke na vitu zako ukienda kwa domo.
You know, for me that time, okay, students walikuwa wameni trust, like Suzy haiwezi happen, kitu kaa hii haiwezi happen. The teachers couldn't think of that. So I remember tulikuwa tumeenda test, and then ile kuchochana tu na mabeshte. Like they were saying, able to mix urine, we see if they will know.
Okay.
And no one will ever think that Susan akona ball.
Wow.
So after the test, deep inside me, I'm telling myself, you guys, if only you knew. So I told my mom after 5 months.
Na shule haukuambia hata your close friend?
No one knew. No one knew because one, I didn't have zile morning sickness. I didn't used to vomit. And then I was that kind of person in school. Lesson ikinibona lala. Yes.
So hakuna
mtu angeconnect dots.
Yes. So no one will ever think that this time Susan analala sana because she's expectant. You see, I used to sleep. Lesson ya business ikinibo, I sleep. And then hata mwalimu ange as far as change kuwa na issue, but during exam I would pass. So hata nikilala, they're like, but at the end of the day, she'll just pass my exam. So no one knew about it. I told my mom after 5 months. But I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her. Ningemwanzia wapi? No.
Mama yangu angecollapse and was bleeding kwanza.
I told my aunt.
Okay.
I went to my aunt's place and told my aunt, manze auntie, mimi niko na ball. So you're the one who will know how to tell my mom because she's your sister. You understand her better. So she called my mom and told her Susan akona ball. Definitely Madhe alijam. But she was like, it has happened.
We move on,
We move on. Me, I always remember my mom told me, mtoto si kidonda. It's not a stain ati ataka hapa every time you see her. No. So, in fact, ni yeye the following day after coming back home, alienda kuniangalilia clinic.
Wow. That is so nice. And
That's
that
so
sweet. Funny thing, Juliet, even me, na miaka yangu tu yote, like I mean, nimemaliza shule, I have a job, but I wasn't in a position to tell my mom. I told my mom was pregnant 1 month to delivery when I was 8 months.
Oh my God.
Yes, 8 months. Then all this time, I used to stay with my sister. And of course, niliambia sister yangu. The first day I went and I found out nikakuja nikamwambia by the way it's 1, 2, 3. And utachoose kuona kama utaambia mom ama utamwambia. Unajua kaniambia nini? Chumba, this is something sensitive. Nitakuachia. It's upon you to tell mom when you're comfortable. I stayed with her all those I was puking. Unajua ile kulala, I was puking hadi nalala kwa bafu. Yani sikuwa na hiyo nguvu. I threw up. And you see when I told my mom, she was like, surely.
All this
time.
I know.
Mbona unanificha? Nikamwambia sikuwa too sure how to say it. Unajua, I didn't even tell even my big cousin, no one completely. It was just me and my friends and my husband, just us.
Okay.
How was it for you, Juliet?
For me, I shared with my mom and the people around me, and they took it positively, and it was nice. I think I was ready for it, so I knew I wanted to do that and to have a family and all that. So for me, it was easy, and yeah, I love everything about how it all went through. Yeah.
Kavochi, now to you. Are you a mom?
I'm not a mom. Although if you count the number of children I've seen, some days I feel like I
You're a mom.
but it's never the same because for me, when a child cries, I give them back to their mom and I tell them, Mommy, tuliza mtoto.
But listen, by the time you get your own, utakome walk through your journey.
I've had lots of borrowed experiences. And then, of course, when you go through medical school, you learn things whether you want to or not. Unfortunately, I wanted to. So, yeah. But it's very interesting hearing about your very different experiences.
But at least you're an auntie still.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, so we are moms. So all moms are fighting.
Yeah.
Today we want to know how to prepare for the delivery, how to, for the upkeep of the baby. I know there are moms out there hawajui wanaweza, hujui utaanza wapi, hujui venye utatunza huyo mtoi, na hii show, that's our purpose. We want to let everyone know how you're supposed to go about it, so you can enlighten us, utuambie one or two things zenye tunafaa kuzingatia.
Okay, I want to just go back to some of the things that have been said here. The truth is that everyone's experience is different. So just because your experience was a happy one, yours was anxiety, but not too bad. Yours seemed to be really traumatic with the whole school thing. Like everyone will have a different experience, and that's the truth of the matter. Whether you're married, whether you're single, whether you're older, younger, there are different challenges at every age. So the first thing that you must do is talk to people. It's so important to get other people's experiences because that's the only way that you can learn. None of us know everything. So it might not be your family. I like that you were able to go to your aunt. It's nice that there's someone to advise you. And the advice you get is not always true. So it's also nice to be able to start clinic early. Especially when you're very young, like you are 17, the risks are higher when you're younger. So even in terms of your body's physiology, hauja develop kabisa, even the delivery, itakuwa harder on your body than if you were a bit more mature. And the same thing for older moms. So, for example, in your late 30s, early 40s, 50s, there are other challenges that might not be there in your 20s. That doesn't mean that mothers in their 20s shouldn't go for clinic. There's a lot of things that all of us need to do. So some of the things that they'll do when you go to clinic are that they'll check for infections. They'll give you supplements, iron, folate. By the way, for the supplements, you actually should start before you get pregnant. When you're planning your pregnancy. Yes. Yes, because a lot of there's some exactly prenatal supplements. Exactly. Because there are some conditions that can be avoided simply by taking supplements. They're called congenital disorders. Congenital just means ulizaliwa nayo. So there are congenital disorders that can be prevented by taking folate, for example. Yeah, folate is just a supplement. It's not anything super expensive. It's not an intervention that you can't afford. It's given in the government facilities as well as the private facilities. Iron supplements build up your blood levels. Remember that everything huyo mtoto anahitaji when they're in the womb inatoka kwako as the mother. So you have to be able to have enough ili umpatie yake. Yeah? And then just things to prevent early delivery. I mean, if you catch problems early, it's easier to solve them than if you wait until things are thick. Sasa hakuna kitu, hakuna venye itazuiwa. You get? So it's nice to start as early as soon as you find out. And for those who are actually able to plan their pregnancy,
When you say
you want to do it before you get pregnant.
You say early.
I mean, the day you miss
month.
your period
Yeah,
and you do
it's
your
so
pregnancy
bad.
test and you discover that you are pregnant,
Yes.
in a clinic.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. And we want you to go every month until you deliver.
Yeah.
As you go to the clinic, they actually prepare you. They start to tell you stuff. I won't be able to go into full details about
Yeah.
what
What
to
they
plan
say.
for and what
Yeah.
to how to prepare. But
Yeah.
when you go for that clinic, the staff at the health facilities are very focused on maternal health. You know, it's one of our priorities in
Yes.
healthcare. So there's a lot of focus on just teaching moms, what do you expect? What should you be looking out for? What are the danger signs in pregnancy? How to feel for your baby, especially in those later months. You want to know, is your baby kicking? If they stop kicking, go to the hospital. Is there any bleeding? If there's any bleeding at all, go to the hospital. Do you feel like you have a fever? Are you having an infection? Remember, the same way that they get their nutrients from you, if you have an infection, they can also suffer.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you have an infection, even if you think it's mild, usikunywe dawa nyumbani, usiende kwa chemist. Go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Because again, you don't want kukunywa dawa yenye ita affect mtoto.
Toy.
Yeah. You want to keep your baby safe. So I think those are the big things. Talk to people. Don't handle it on your own. It's a big thing. Preparing from having a human being
Yes.
dependent on you.
Yes.
Si kitu kidogo.
Right, so Susan, able tell us, so after you umediscover uko na ball, ukaambia baby daddy, ukamwambia akasema nini kwanza?
Okay, he was like, just keep it.
Okay.
Usitoe your ball.
Which is a good thing.
Yes.
Ah, nice. So,
Yeah, so at least it gave me a way forward. That mentality ya kutoa didn't cross my mind. But at some point it will come.
oh,
Because
like
you
you just
wonder,
waiting.
uko
When you
high
utacope, after that was the other thing, trauma. Like watu hii
Yes.
wana relate aje na we shule.
Okay, it was not easy, but okay, you see, they knew after the 5 months, after I had told my mom, that's when everyone in school knew and the teachers. But I had the strength because my mom was there to support me.
Okay.
I decided to be strong. Regardless of what students will say and what
Say,
teachers
yeah.
will say, I won't put that
Love
in my
someone,
mind because I was telling myself, I'm having like 3 months, nimalize shule and then go home.
Na unaenda ukiendanga,
Unaenda
unaona
nikiendanga,
urudi.
hatuonana na msee. But still, as much as you try to be strong, kuna what you hear people saying. And then ukienda kukaa chini, you're like, hey manze, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
You see? But ukiwa mbele ya watu, you try to be strong. But when you go sit alone, you're like, hey manze, no. It's like I'm doing the wrong thing. And then at some point you tell yourself, no, I have to be strong. Like I need to complete my form 4. I need to deliver, regardless of what people will say.
Yeah.
Lazima I push.
So tell us, after now that you delivered before hiyo day ulikuwa umepangiwa, like day uli ambao utadeliver, ukikuwa shule ukifanya exams all this time, then ukaanza, si ulileba ukikuwa shule?
Yes.
How was it?
No, in fact, I didn't labor.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
I was just revising with my friend for the last paper. And from
Hiyo last paper
nowhere,
ilikuwa gani kwanza?
it was business.
Okay.
It was
Business.
Yeah, and katikati tu ya conversation, my waters broke.
wow.
From nowhere, magic a
Na
break.
ulikuwa unajua maji na break ama ulisikia tu juu inakwanga nimesikia tu.
Kuna nguvu tu.
Really feel, because you see the first time it came like it's like you want to go to
Like you have
short
to
call.
pay for yourself,
Yes, and then I was
I
like,
mean.
let me just wake up nikimbie. By the time I was even standing there,
Ilikuwa
maji ilikuwa ishamwagika. My friend was just seated, we were just looking at each other, and then we had a male teacher.
Wow.
That time tulikuwa tunachochana how tukimaliza shule wase watakaa mkunywa chai. Then magic a break. My friend I made tense. She's like, Susan, the next thing ni mtoi. Yeah, so akaenda
Na pia
kaita.
yeye hana knowledge.
So hii ni knowledge tu ile biology ya shule. Like after
Alafu that time our biology teacher alikuwa kwa shamba. So she's like, should we go call the biology teacher? Maybe anaweza kuwa na way forward. Chawa bio akikaa hata hajui what next year, anajua tu theory, hajui practical. Yeah. So our chaplain alikam because alikuwa shule.
Okay.
Akaita taxi kanipeleka Hosi. Kufika Hosi, no pains, but maji may break. And the next day I have an exam. So it was not easy. I had to be induced.
Okay.
Yeah, niliindusiwa. The pain ikakam for like 3 hours. Then nikadeliver mtoi.
Inaitwa grace ya God. Unaona venye God amewalk na wewe hiyo journey.
Yes, and then funny thing, all that time nikiwa hapo, I used to see ladies wakipata watoi wanaenda kulala, like mse ameishiwa na nguvu kabisa. For me, I didn't sleep.
Wow.
I didn't sleep. I was just awake.
Ulikuwa
Nikiangalia
tuna hiyo
mtoi.
nguvu.
Nilikuwa na hiyo nguvu. Yes. Yeah, so I had the strength from 3. My mama akakuja around 6. And then that time, I don't know where nilipata strength from. I even have the strength to tell our business apeane notes niletewe I revise before the time comes.
You are so determined.
Nitaye determination hata nilikuwa nataka kusema hivyo.
Yeah,
Na umeindusiwa sasa
determination.
hiyo.
Yeah.
Hey, mimi nakumbuka
But you know, funny
niliindusiwa
thing-
nilitapika hata. Hey, sijai changanyikiwa hivyo maisha yangu by the way.
For me, I remember I only vomited once.
Once throughout your whole journey.
Yes, once. I don't remember
You serve a
vomiting
living
again. And then after kupata mtoi, that time I had pains all over, heartburn. But I remember the moment niliambiwa mtoi ametoka hivi. I've never felt that pain again.
Yeah, the pain
Heartburn
goes.
yote ikatoka. And the doctor was telling me, mtoi akitoka ni hivyo, you'll be okay.
That is true.
Yeah, so for me, the only thing I remember is mtoi kutoka, pains zote zikaisha, and like I was now me again. I don't.
Was your baby daddy there while delivering?
No,
Mom?
no.
It was
Okay,
just teachers. What
yeah.
was shule? Okay.
No, like time of delivery, I was alone.
Okay.
So the teachers and my mom came as
Oh,
well.
asubuhi.
Like my mom even wanted to stay, but I told her, "Mom, umeacha my sister at home. I am strong enough. Wenda home."
Hey. Wow. When you first born?
Yes.
Yeah.
So all that time, at 17,
Unajioneanga
yes.
maneno.
So all that time, I was in the hospital alone. I remember making jokes with a certain lady alikuwa hapo. Pia yeye maji break but hana pains. So for us, we're just laughing for our wengine, but manze ni grace tu ya
Hey,
God.
una laugh. Unajua venye mimi niliadmitiwa hosi. Nikaindusiwa, nikachanganyikiwa kwanza, nikatapika, niko tu God, what is this? Sasa hiyo tumbo ni kubwa, you can't even walk, you are in so much pain. So funny thing, nilikuwa naona watu wanakuja, wanaleba after 2 hours wamesha deliver, wameenda home. Mimi bado niko hapo. Throughout the whole night niko tu hapo. Watu wanakuja katikati ya usiku, watu unasikia unamshwa na manduru.
Yeah.
Anakuja, anajifungua. I labored the whole night and still went for CS. Imagine. Wow. Yes. Yes. Masaibu, yes. Labor, then asubuhi number 2. Oh, chef, unfortunately, I'm sorry. I don't think you'll make it for a normal delivery. The baby's too big for you. You need to go for an emergency CS. Who was I? I was so tired. I was so helpless. I was confused. I don't even know what to do. My mom is not even there. My mom wasn't there. She was in LD. I was afraid to tell my mother-in-law to come. Josh alifukuzwa hosi. By your time, I was all alone. Yes. And I was so strong. Kama tu wewe, by the way. Nilijipeleka. Hiyo tunaenda kudungwa, going for theater. Peke yangu tu.
Inabidi tu.
Tuende tu.
And they say women are the weaker sex.
Hawajui. No
way.
They don't know. Juliet, kwanza wako na wawili.
Kila journey ni tofauti. Like what I went through with the first one is not
Tuambie hiyo ya kwanza sana. Nasikianga ya kwanza ndio ni ngumu. Wa kwanza kishakuja the
Okay,
rest.
so for me, I would say God graced me because I can't remember being in labor for over an hour. So the moment naingia tu hivi hosi, the first time niliindusiwa and then kidogo tu hapo nimeingia. By the time daktari anasema let's see the dilation and all that, anaenda napatana na kichwa, ndo hiyo.
Ndio hiyo amekaa.
Ndio hiyo amekaa. So that was it. Actually, I remember there is a mama who was telling me, na sasa wewe kwani umefanya nini? Because niliingia nimemwacha tu hapo.
Oh, yeah.
But again, you have to pia wewe your time, the confusion is real, umechoka, but as the second time, I think it was the normal labor, maji and then the pains. I didn't even have a lot of pain. So, nilienda tu nikapata kidogo hata mwenye alikuwa amenipeleka hosi na mwambia wewe goja tu kidogo, maybe hata sitaadmitiwa. So tunaweza tu rudi home.
Oh,
so
okay.
kwenda naambiwa, hey mami, dilation, you are in labor. I'm like, I'm not in any pain. So again, the same thing. They were to rush me for a CS because I think the baby had pooped kwa tumbo, but luckily I don't know how it happened. Dakika tu ya mwisho alienda tu kuangalia the dilation, anapatana tu na kichwa, and that time hata hakupata time ya kuvaa. They normally put on gloves, I think mara mbili. Alivaa tu moja, the baby was there, so ilikuwa like mbio mbio, and that was it. Peace was born, promise was born, and yeah, I'm grateful and happy to
4
be a
and
mom.
6.
Yeah.
Ah, nice,
Yeah.
interesting. Kavochi. Wow, I think tumekushtua. Kavochi.
Believe me, you can't stir me.
Ah,
I
nice.
have seen plenty. I'm good.
Yeah.
Ah, nice,
And maybe
nice,
you can
nice.
share with us, maybe as your last words. Now the baby is here, you're there with your newborn. The things that you should, things that you should look out for, nini unafaa kuwa prepared for, such that ndio sasa uanze that journey uko na mtoi hapo.
And clinics and all that,
Yeah.
yeah. Alafu, there's also an issue of, last time we talked about, what is it called? Going to a public hospital and, well, not public, but let's just say not a private hospital. There are some things you're not given. For example, you're like 10 months flu vaccine, like kuna some things when you come to a private hospital you get to know, and when you're in a public hospital you don't get to know. So you can just highlight on those as well.
Okay. Let's start with talking about when the baby comes.
Yeah.
You still need to be followed up by your obstetrician, by your doctor, because now there are two human beings. You've suddenly stopped being one. So you need care post-delivery, but mtoto pia needs a pediatrician or a doctor. Yeah. I realize that in this country it is not possible for every child to have a pediatrician, but the way that our healthcare system is set up, we have doctors, we have clinical officers. I would say, as much as possible, be seen at your nearest facility. Be seen by the midwife. They're very good at initial care of children. Be seen by the doctor there, the clinical officer, the person who's there. If there's a challenge, they will refer you. And if you're not comfortable, if you feel anxiety, you feel something's being missed, move it up. Yeah, escalate. The first things that will be done for your baby is they'll be dried. They'll be dried, they'll be kept warm. Keeping babies warm is extremely important to help them breathe properly in those first few minutes of life. If there's a problem with the breathing, your baby might need to stay in the nursery for a few days. Yeah? After that, hopefully, you go home with your baby a day or two after delivery. If it was a cesarean section, it might be a little longer because you also need to recover.
Yeah.
But in the first 30 minutes of life, breastfeed your baby. Yeah? A lot of times moms will say, hakuna maziwa, hajui, especially first time moms, you really don't know what you're doing. And that's okay. We are there to show you. We're there to show you how to get the baby to latch onto the breast, how to get good breastfeeding initiated. Your milk will come. Your body works na supply na demand. Full stop. It's just that simple. Baby sucks, body says, oh, we need milk. Body produces milk. So even if you have no milk, just start. Just breastfeed. And your baby, by the way, will survive for the hours it takes for the milk to come without stress. God made it such that wako na provision for the first couple of hours. Sawa sawa. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you're going to get some vaccines, the birth immunizations. So the BCG, that's the one that helps to protect against severe tuberculosis. Utapata polio, that's the oral one, the drops. And as you go along, they'll show you the schedule. Yeah. So at 6 weeks, at 10 weeks, at 14 weeks, there'll be different vaccines. One of the things that challenges people is baby friendly, not baby friendly, those things. And the fact that kuna vaccines ziko kwa private, kuna vaccines ziko kwa public. Let's start with why are certain vaccines on the government schedule. Part of it is a policy issue and a budgetary issue. So these vaccines, you might not pay for them when you go to the public hospital, but someone pays for them. So there's a budget for it. And the government and the organizations that deal with this, without going into too much detail, choose what is most important and what fits in the budget. So just because it's not on the government schedule does not mean your child does not need it and will not benefit from it. And I say, if you can afford it, please do all the vaccines. And the truth is, why do you want your child to go through getting an infection that you could have been prevented? I guarantee you the hospital admission, the pain, the stress, the trauma is so much worse than just getting the vaccine. And then think about how vaccines work. Vaccines work on the principle that the more people who get vaccinated, the more people who are protected. Because, for example, to say we are 4 people in this room, and for some reason I couldn't get the vaccine. My mother couldn't afford it, or I have an allergy, because there are children who have allergies to certain vaccines. So let's say I couldn't get the vaccine, but wewe umepata, na wewe umepata, which means the 3 of you cannot give me the disease. So automatically I'm protected because you guys got the vaccine. So it's and that's why it's a public health issue. It's not just about you making your choice. It's about the whole community. So get your vaccines. And then talk to your pediatrician. Be followed up. Talk to your doctor. Again, ask questions. There are a lot of things that challenge mothers. Hizo wiki za kwanza, miezi ya kwanza. I want to talk a little bit about the danger signs in the first days of life, because we see kids who come in na walikaa nyumbani because the mothers didn't know they were sick. There are certain things I want mothers to look out for. Kama mtoto hanyonyi, for whatever reason, go to the hospital. That first month of life, even later, but especially that first month of life. Kama mtoto akona joto, for whatever reason, even if you think you know what the reason is, go to the hospital. Kama mtoto anashindwa kupumua, you're seeing labored breathing or fast breathing, please go to the hospital. Those are simple things. Kama mtoto hako joy, and this is one many people don't know. If your child is not passing at least 5 wet diapers in a day, you need 5 to 6 in 24 hours. You need to go to the hospital, because what happens is that when a child is not feeding, especially in those first days of life, the kidneys shut down very easily. If your child is very sleepy, you're not able to wake them up, please go to the hospital. If there's something I haven't said on that list and your child is not behaving normally, you know your child better than your doctor.
Yes.
Go to the hospital. Wacha daktari akuambie mtoto ako sawa. But go. You don't want that regret of I wish I had come earlier. You don't want that.
Hapo nimesikia guilt. Sijui nilikimbia hospitali mara ngapi.
No. That's good. Run to the hospital. Let us educate you. Let us tell you, okay, next time when you see this one, don't worry. But hii ukiona, it's important. Yeah. So the most important thing is bond with your child, hold your child. Skin to skin contact makes a really big difference. And we think that the important things are the medical ones. I mean, I've told you a lot about the vaccines, don't take dawas from the chemist to go to the hospital. I've told you all that. But don't forget the emotional part. That also helps babies grow up healthy and strong and well adjusted. Oh. So skin to skin contact. And by the way, this is not just for moms. Even dads have skin. Yeah, dads have skin too. So skin to skin contact. And talk to your baby. Let them learn your voice. People think that babies can't see. That's not true. Babies actually focus at about the distance that the baby's head is from your face when they're breastfeeding. So they can see your face. And they can focus on your face. They might not be able to see very far or very close, but that distance is the ideal distance for them to see your face. So talk to your baby. Let them learn your voice. Let daddy hold the baby. Let the siblings cautiously play with the baby and just bond and enjoy the experience, because if you're not enjoying it, the stress will finish you, and it's really a blessing. So enjoy it. That's it.
Thank you so much, Kavosh. Susan, your last comment?
Okay, for me, I think motherhood has been exciting for me. It has really taught me a lot. Like, one, I have been able to be responsible. That was immediately after Form 4. Yeah, because there's no way I would have finished my Form 4 alafu niende dunda. No. I just had to maintain, look after my baby. And they're a great blessing. Like, my baby Tiffany is just amazing. Yeah, she's simply amazing. and yeah, it's just nice. Yeah, and still to the upcoming moms, the new moms, yeah, it's not easy and it's not tough. You have to be ready for it, and if you feel time bado haijafika, yeah, tulia tu kwanza until the time you feel like you're ready, because majukumu ni mingi. You have to be prepared both financially, psychologically. You have to have that mentality that someone else is coming to your life. So just get prepared. When you feel it's the right time, go for it.
Thank you so much, Susan. Umesikia story. And thank you, by the way. When ni msichana strong, kama hata ukuwa bot, hata ikuwa kwa mind yako. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. This has been Malezi Bora. Tumeongelea about delivery. Kila mtu ameshare story yake. Nasa ametufunza, Doc ametufunza so many things una need kudu kama mom hapo home. And I'm sure you've learned one or two things. Coming up next is Mom Story of the Day. You don't want to miss this out. And conversation, follow conversation, Facebook, Twitter. Hashtag to use is KTN Malezi Bora. Thank you.